Hey, what's going on, guys? Got a bunch of games and going to try to do this much quicker than the last video. Um, I don't know how many I have here. I think I have about maybe somewhere around 12 to 15 games, and these are all from yard sales and 2 games from Goodwill. Um, the Goodwill story, I'll save that to the end. So if you don't want to watch, or listen to that, then I'll save that for the end. Um, I'll start. I'll try to keep it in order of when I got this stuff. Went to a community sale and I found a whole lot of nothing except for 2 items. It was like such a waste of time. It was like 2.5 hours and I only found like 2 things. The one sale, this one girl, she was trying to sell just games for like $1, and I picked this up. Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. Cortex, I think is what it is. I already have this, like I said, in the Greatest Hits version 2. But for $1, I went ahead and got it. But it also came with what made it the reason why I got it. If it was just $1, I probably would have just left it behind. Still, but she said she's like, well, some of them have doubled, like more than one disc in the case. I don't know why, but this is just the original PlayStation 1 Crash Bandicoot. I've come to realize that this is worth a decent amount, even just with the disc. So if you find this or Spyro games, they usually are pretty sought after. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to be able to get like tons of money for this, but oftentimes people will trade for this and Spyro games too. So not bad for 50 cents. If anybody wants this, let me know. So got that. Crash Bandicoot games, 2 of those. Always fun. And then what actually did make it a decent deal for the day, this was last Saturday. I went to a house in the community that posted that they were going to have video games, and they had a Wii with like 5 games. 4 of the games were pretty much garbage. I think they had like Wii Sports, which I already have. I don't really need that, but they did have this, and you can see back here my Wii collection is not really that large, but I only really want to get the really good, decent games, and this is one. I paid $5 for it. Oops. Mario Kart Wii in really nice shape, and everything's there. I guess the manual's a little, looks like it's a little crumpled up or something. The top. It's got like a couple creases, but anyway, the guy he wanted like $60 for 5 games and the system and like some other garbage attachments for $60, and it had posted on there like on a piece of cardboard $60 for everything, and it goes to show that if you just ask, you'd be surprised. I just said, hey, would you be willing to just sell 1 game? Like, for instance, don't say, hey, I want to buy this Mario game. Just say 1 game, and then oftentimes, if they really want to sell the stuff, they'll say yeah, and they might not even really take into consideration what the game is. So he said yeah, and he said, which one do you want? I said this one, and he said, all right, how about $5? And I was willing to say, if he was going to ask me, I was willing to say $10, but that's why it's always good to make them be the ones to put a price on it. Next, I went to another community sale. It's more like an apartment complex sale. I'm never really too crazy about those, but they did have some success. I found 3 games as opposed to the other one. This is yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. I asked the woman. She had like clothes on her table, and I said, "Do you have any video games?" I always say, "Do you have any DVDs, video games?" And oftentimes they'll try to say about DVDs, and then I'll try to steer the conversation strictly towards video games. But I got this. I ended up getting this. It was $3. It really wasn't it's not the most amazing deal, but I was talking with my fiance recently. We were talking about like games that we remember growing up with, and one of the games on the back here. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of dark in here still, but it's a Namco game that I remember playing on the Atari. It's Galaxian, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Galaxian. It's just kind of like a little shooter game, and I said, what the heck, I want to relive that. It's also got Pac-Man and Pole Position and Dig Dug and a couple other shooters on there too. Um, all in all, it's decent for $3. It's not terrible. I'm just such a cheapskate, I guess. And then before I left that community, that apartment complex community, there's another woman that was like, just kind of, she had like a blanket set up, and she had a whole bunch of just random stuff. She had CDs. Anytime I see people that have CDs, my saying is there any video games mixed in here with these CDs? And if not, that sparks a conversation of, hey, we do have some inside. Or, hey, my husband has some and I want to sell them, get rid of them out of the house. They had 360 games. She ended up going back inside, grabbing 360 games that her husband had, and she just basically sold them without him knowing, I guess. And she said $5 a piece. She had like 3. I ended up taking 2. I got Crackdown 2, and this was nice. Halo 3, the limited edition version. Everything's inside too. It's in pretty decent shape, and so rather than just say, hey, yeah, I'll take these 2 for $10, you always want to try to lower it down. So I said, if I buy these 2 from me, will you do 7? And she said, yes. So, I mean, you are always the one in control when you're trying to buy stuff. That is for sure. Then later on, I went to another community sale. Found very little things except for this one house. This guy had about 40 PlayStation 2 games on this table. Literally, 40 games. And in all nice cases, all the manuals still there. It's really great. It'd be like as if like all of these were just stacked on a table. That's like literally how many he had. Most of them were ones I already had. There was no like major anything major that I didn't have. But a lot of good filler games. They're all black label. He had like no greatest hits. It was actually really impressive. It's probably a guy that just bought them brand new when they first came out and played them. He had pretty good taste. These are games I've been looking for a while to fill to my collection. I didn't want to spend like $4 or $5 for them. I ended up getting them for like $1.50. Actually, less than $1.50. It's like 7 games for $10. So I go through them. It's definitely Capcom filled. Devil May Cry 2. So now I have all Devil May Cry games. Yeah, and like I said before, everything's in there. It's in really nice shape. Took really nice care of these. Red Faction 1. I'm sorry. I mean, if I'm gonna say Red Faction 1, I might as well say Red Faction 2. Another Capcom game, Onimusha 2. He only had one of these Onimusha games. If he would have had all 3, I probably would have got all of them. This seems like a decent series to get into, especially since it's a Capcom game. Splashdown. It's a unique Sea-Doo game, I guess you could say. Racing game. I got the other one not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. Splashdown, something else. It's a sequel. And then also I got Resident Evil Outbreak. Capcom. I think I got like four Capcom games. So I was looking forward to playing this. I had a friend that used to love that game. And then I had the greatest hits version of this, and then I upgraded because I like to, if I can, get rid of the greatest hits versions. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. This has got everything inside, and the demo disc as well for Devil May Cry. And I remember I tried playing this back around like a couple weeks, probably a few months ago, 2 months ago, and I really liked this. So still, I mean, I only played like maybe an hour or two of it, but good game. Wish Resident Evil would go back to that style. Alright, and then lastly, the last two games that I got. I got all that. I got technically like maybe 10 games going out to garage sales. Took about 2 hours time. I was still feeling like I wish I could find more. I stopped at this Goodwill, and then I was going to be done. And I usually don't expect to find anything at this Goodwill, so this is my Goodwill story. It seems like anytime I find something really amazing at Goodwill, as I'm about to show you, it's always like right when I'm about to walk out. I remember I found Final Fantasy VII at a Goodwill right when I was getting ready to walk out. I believe like a woman was getting ready to restock, and she came busting out and like out of those like back doors, and I just like I spotted it across the whole Goodwill, just like the box art of Final Fantasy VII in her little cart right before I walked out, so I went and snatched that up and bought it. But another time I remember going to Goodwill, and I almost was getting ready to walk out, and they were putting out it was like 4 or 5 RPGs for PlayStation 1, and that was a really great experience. But this one, they have this like glass case in this Goodwill that is right near my house where I just moved to not even a year ago, and I never see anything in this glass case. It just seems like they just store like garbage in there, and they never really utilize the glass case for what it should be. And then they put the nicer stuff out on the floor, and people steal the stuff. But they finally actually put games in there. They had 2 PlayStation 1s and 2 Super Nintendo games. And the way that the Super Nintendo games were sitting, it just looked like there should be like a light beaming down on them, like a heavenly glow. This first one, I mean, I ended up getting it just because it was there, and I didn't have it. And it's another Capcom game. Just another version. I have the other Street Fighter 2, but this is Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and it was, you can see, it was priced $2.99, and it was sitting like in front of the PlayStation 1s, and beside it was the one game that just was amazing. And if you can hear the music playing, I have it in kind of honor of this game. It is Secret of Mana, I think some people call it Secret of Mana, and I just was in shock when I saw it. This is on level of finding Xenogears at Goodwill about a year ago. Finding this at a Goodwill is just awesome. I had no problem paying $5.99. I'm really excited to check this out, and I had no intention in my life ever spending like $50 or $60 to get this. I'm kind of wondering if like the reason why it's $5.99 is if they looked the price up. I don't know why the Street Fighter 2 was $2.99. This is $5.99. But I'm just really glad that they did not write the price right on the label. That would have pissed me off. But again, really happy with this, and I don't know. I can't say more. I've been really excited to do this video to show this off, and just happy to add it to my collection, and maybe putting it somewhere in front here so that I can just kind of keep it on display. Just another game that I can add to my collection, and I'm really proud of to look at, and looking forward to playing it. So tell me what you think. this is awesome time in the year to go out for garage sales, and if you're not going out now, you're missing out on a lot of the stuff that's out there. So, again, tell me what you think, and I will catch you later. Bye.